And I'm delighted to be joined now by a very favourite band of mine, Show of Hands, pride of the West Country, comprising singer and songwriter Steve Knightley, plus instrumentalist and singer Phil Beer, and Miranda Sykes. Tomorrow is the BBC Folk Awards, an event where you triumphed last year.
We got 2 last year, which was great.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good evening, you think, for the West Country again.
It always is a good evening, not just for the West Country, but for all of us to get together. We see each other at sort of festivals,
yeah,
but it's a chance to socialise and stay up very, very late.
Now, people think that folk music, some people think, you know, it's all about what happened in the past and the heritage and so on, but you make a point of writing songs about the here and now, and we're going to hear one in a minute.
Yeah, I wrote a song about the sort of banking crisis about 2 years ago, but your big worry is that anything topical or fashionable is going to go out of date. But luckily this gets refreshed by headlines about
including today.
Especially today.
Yeah, and it's called AIG.
AIG, Arrogance, Ignorance and Greed. Someone coined that acronym in the States and I thought it's too good a title to miss.
Yeah, it was the name of one of their companies, but we're not referring. Anyway, we're going to hear all of that in a minute. It's great to have you in here. Looking forward to that. Thank you very much indeed. That is all we've got time for today, I'm afraid. Thanks to all my guests. Join us again at the same time next Sunday when amongst the guests is going to be the Archbishop of York, and there'll be some very special music from Zimbabwe. But until then, here's Show of Hands with Arrogance, Ignorance and Greed.
1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I never was a cautious man. I spend more than I'm paid. But those with a little something saved are the ones you betrayed. With your bonuses and expenses, you shoveled down your throat. Now you bit the hand that fed you. Dear God, I hope you choke. At every trough you stop to feed. With your arrogance, your ignorance and greed. You're on your yacht, we're on our knees. Through your arrogance, your ignorance and greed. Now the toxic spring you tapped and sold, poisoned every watering hole. Your probity you betrayed for gold. You know, I never was a cautious man. I spend more than I'm paid. But those with a little something saved are the ones you betrayed. With your bonuses and expenses, you shoveled down your throat. You bit the hand that fed you, and now I hope you choke. At every trough you stop to feed. With your arrogance, your ignorance and greed. Now here come the cuts and redundancy. Through the absolute indifference, the avarice, incompetence, your arrogance, your ignorance.